Pros are using this knowledge to stop them pulling the golf ball. And that's with all clubs, so short irons, medium irons and driver. Now, I've seen this question come up a lot, and not just from Peter here saying, I'm 77 years old with a back problem. I can't stop coming over the top and hitting pull shots. Well, it's about time you use this knowledge and this method the pros are using, and it's all to do with ball position to stop you pulling the ball. Now, I'm not only going to show you how you can fix this with your scoring irons, but with your long irons and with your driver. Now, if you just look what I've got here, I've got this hoop. You don't need this. It just really helps me explain the influence of ball position and arc, and then therefore what shot you're going to hit. So let's take this green golf ball up here. If for the club that I've got in my hand, relative to each club, so at the minute I have 9-iron in my hand. If I have the ball too far forwards, you could see swinging on this part of the arc, so later I'm more likely to swing across and left, leading to those pull shots. Now, with that being said, if my ball position was far too back in my stance, I'm more likely to swing on this part of the arc, so hit push shots, which neither of we want. So there is 100% a balancing act to this. But don't worry, as I said, I'm going to talk you through it. Now, I know they're extremes, but if we just look at this from player cam, the golf swing is on an arc. So the further forward your ball goes, the more likely you are to swing to the left relative to target. The further back your ball goes, the more likely you are to swing to the right relative to target. Just look at this hoop. If I hold that straight here and we place a lie on the ground to show target, can you see the influence of the arc of the swing? Now, this is a super long par 3. I'm going to show you with probably 6-iron or 5-iron. Maybe I'm dreaming with that. But we're going to start off with 9-iron. I just want to show you a scoring iron, then a long iron, and then into driver. As I've already said, it's a little bit of a balancing act of where that ball is. But using this knowledge, you'll strike your irons better and you'll never hit a pull shot. And it's all relative to you. So let's use these two golf balls. The green one is going to represent where your ball position is currently. And this white one is going to represent what I need you to change it to. So let's place this green one down. I've got 9-iron in my hand, and what I tend to see if you're hitting pull shots, it's too far forward in our stance. So again, relative to target, you could see why I would swing a little bit towards the left. What I need you to do now is move that ball a ball back in your stance, or even 2 balls to begin with. I want you to start with 2. So I've now moved that 2 balls back in my stance, and look where I would now start accessing in my swing. That now would look something very much like this. So a lot further back in my stance, more in this space. And the reason I want you to move it 2 back is simply I want you to feel like you're focusing on making a change. And then if you start hitting push shots, just move it a ball back of where you are. And what I mean by a ball back of where you are is where our green was originally. So at the minute we moved it 2 golf balls back, but if you start hitting push shots, because now you're on this part of the arc, then just move it a little bit further forward. As I said, this is relative to your swing, but you're using the knowledge to stop hitting the pull shot. Right, let's hit this one away. So just roll that slightly out. I've got it a little further back than normal. Let's hit this shot. Oh, for me, when I move it back like that, I start hitting a baby draw every single time. Now, I know that had no chance of getting there. We're a long way on this par 3. I'm now going to be super bold and show you this with 5-iron. So if I stand in here and move that ball position to where I would usually have 5-iron, that's sort of roughly somewhere, I would say, around there. Now, if I'm hitting pull shots from that position, we then need to do the same thing we did with our 9-iron. Move it 2 balls back. So 1, 2. So it's going to be now just ahead of middle. Now, as I said, if you start hitting push shots from here, just then start edging it back forwards. But can you see now how we're sort of more on this neutral part of the arc, not here? not here. Now you're hitting a pull shot because your path is left and your face is matching. So if we keep the same relationship with the face, hopefully we start to hit a bit more of a straight away shot. Or if you have a slightly closed face and now you're a little bit more into out, a little bit of a draw shot. But that's what I want you to focus on. So me standing to the shot right there, if I put it to where it's the right distance away from me, the ball would be somewhere around there compared to here. You can also see, as you go into the longer clubs, the effect of shoulders a little more, because as that ball goes forward, the shoulders go left, and guess what that adds to? Yes, you got it right, a pull shot. Horrible, horrible pull shot. Now I'm gonna hit this one away, but if you're wondering, Alex, where do you get all the ideas for this content? Well, you saw I picked out a comment at the start of this video from Peter. Now, all you have to do, if you want to get involved, is subscribe, and also be quick with this, turn on the bell, and comment down below this evening what you need help with. Because this evening, I'm creating the content for next week, and I'd love to help you play your best golf. So let's hit one away from that ball position now, and look at the start direction. Oh, absolutely dead straight to potentially a little bit right. So I might hit another one, moving that ball a hair further forward or closer to where my green was originally. It's just finding that balancing act. Now, just to reiterate this point, I'm gonna hit the ball from where that green is, seriously, left of target. Okay, we've looked at short irons, we've looked at long irons. Let's look at driver, the one you want. And with driver, the exact same theory applies. And I was thinking this, right? This really could explain why you've been seriously struggling with strike, distance, and accuracy with driver. Just something as simple as ball position. Like look, where that green is right there, where we're all told to have it, inside that left heel, where am I more likely to swing, right? I never have that ball there. Like never ever. I'm more likely to swing so much further left, and that's why we hit the pull shot. You're not going to do it now though, because, and I mean this, you're going to move the ball 2 balls back again. So let's tee that one up there, roughly 2 balls back of where we had it. Look where now I'm more likely to swing, more on this arc. And I mentioned it with 5-iron, the influence of shoulders. Look at the ball position there. Now look at it there. This has such a big impact on one, the alignment, so the pull shot, but also your ability to hit up on the golf ball. Like look, there or there. I know you know where you want to be. It's just making you aware of this is what the pros do, so it's about time you should do this too. And just to show you this on player cam, that's the sort of differences we're looking at. That difference right there of where now we're going to have our ball position. So when you make that change with your driver ball position, look at the finished product. I started that just to the right of target and it's drawing down that fairway. If I make the same swing with the ball too far forward, I start it left and it goes left. Now it's just so important that you now have that knowledge, like the pros, to stop pulling the golf ball. Thanks for watching.